Summary of Snowflower and the Secret Fan by Lisa C. Lily, a Chinese woman who is now 80 years old and a widow, is of an age when she is able to speak things that would have previously put her into difficulty. She says she's spent her whole life wanting love even though, as a woman, she doesn't deserve it. She was a girl and woman who did what she was told, but she went too far. She only rebelled by writing in secret, which is called new shoe. She talks about a fan in front of her that was covered in new shoe notes she sent and received with her Laotong-bound female friend, Snowflower. The next story is Lily's autobiography, which will be burned when she dies. In 1823, Lily is born in Yangming County, China. When she is 5 years old, she starts to want attention from her mom. Mama and Aunt hire a seer to find a good time to start tying Lily and her cousin Beautiful Moon's feet when they turn 6 years old. Who, the diviner, looks at Lily and advises that they talk to a matchmaker. When Madame Wang comes the next day, she looks at Lily's feet and tells Mama that if they wait a year, Lily's feet might be perfect. Lily might also be able to marry into a wealthy family in Tongko and be able to find a Laotong match. Lily's mama slaps her for the first time that night, and she sees it as a sign of love. As Aunt starts to teach Lily and Beautiful Moon new shoe, she must keep it a secret from men. Following year, Lily, Beautiful Moon, and third sister, who is 1 year younger, start to bind their feet. Third sister fights very hard because the pain is unbearable. Elder sister lets third sister sit down one day so she can rub her legs. While she is doing this, she notices that third sister's legs are getting red. When Mama takes her feet off, she finds rotting, disgusting skin. Soon after, third sister and grandmother both pass away. Madame Wang comes over and tells Mama that she has set up Lily with a girl named Snowflower for Laotong. Snowflower is said to be from a better class than Lily's family. She tells Mama to think about the match and gives Lily a fan. Aunt reads Lily the note on the fan, which asks her to be old sames. Lily's family agrees to the match, and Lily sends her response to Snowflower on the same fan, which is not what she usually does. Following a few weeks, Madame Wang brings Lily and Snowflower to the Temple of Gupa Fair to sign their Laotong contract. She takes both girls back to Lily's house, where Snowflower stays for a few days. Girls often send notes to each other through Madame Wang after Snowflower gets home. Lily gets scared when Snowflower sends her texts because they are all about birds and flying away. The feet of Lily, Beautiful Moon, and Snowflower are better by age 11. Lily's are really beautiful, and Madame Wang helps both Lily and Beautiful Moon find husbands in Tongko. The girls are worried that Snowflower's husband isn't a good match for the town of Jintian, where she will get married. The girls learn how to be women and do housework. Snowflower tells them about their future husbands because she knows the houses that Lily and Beautiful Moon will marry into. Soon after, elder sister gets married. The women sing about how sad they are that elder sister is leaving, but in Lily's county, it is customary for a woman to wait to move in with her in-laws until she gets pregnant. At one point, elder sister comes home from a visit with her in-laws upset, and Mama and Aunt tell her it's pointless to try to make her life better. Snowflower goes to Lily's house for the Catching Cool Breezes event when she and Lily are 15 years old. All of Lily's other female cousins are visiting, and it's way too hot to be outside. Lily and Snowflower take off their clothes and write new shoe characters on each other's bodies on the third night. When Beautiful Moon gets home the next day, her father, Lily's grandfather, and uncle set up a place outside for the girls to work on stitching. Beautiful Moon dies right away after being stung by a bee. Uncle and aunt are very upset. After 2 years, Lily's wedding day is coming up. Madame Wang tells the tale of Wife Wang, a story about a woman who marries a butcher but wins in the end, at Lily's sitting and singing event. Lily feels like it's a lesson for her. Lily goes to a lot of dinners over the next few days where she can't eat anything. Her anxiety about bed business, sex, grows. You have promised to be united for life, Mama tells Lily. Lily is really scared. Before Lily's in-laws take her to Tonko the next morning, Snowflower gives her their fan and a note. Lily doesn't understand what the note means. It says that Snowflower is scared that Lily will no longer love her once she finds out the truth. Lily and her husband Dalum get married later that same day. After 3 days, Snowflower doesn't show up to the wedding, which hurts Lily a lot. Lily goes to Snowflower's house for the first time the next day for Snowflower's sitting and singing. She thinks she's in the wrong place when she gets there because the house smells awful and doesn't have any furniture. Snowflower says that her dad smokes heroin and has sold everything they own. She finally says it, she's going to marry a butcher. Lily sends Madame Wang to pay girls to come to Snowflower's sitting and singing because no women want to go. Lily finds Snowflower's new family to be, at the very least, unpleasant when she goes to her after-wedding service. Mama lied to Lily about what was going on with Snowflower, so Lily mentally cuts Mama out of her life. After that, Lily and Snowflower pray for 2 years for kids before they finally get pregnant. The son of Snowflower is weak, while the son of Lily is strong. Lily's mother-in-law won't let her see Snowflower, which breaks Lily's heart. But Lily doesn't follow through and asks Snowflower to her birth home for the next holiday. Lily finds out that Snowflower and her husband broke the pollution laws by having sex too soon after giving birth, since Snowflower is already pregnant again. Snowflower's kid doesn't make it. After 2 years, Lily has a second son and Snowflower has another girl who doesn't make it. Then, both Lily and Snowflower have girls named Jade and Spring Moon. Lily and Snowflower decide to set them up with a Laotong partner. Snowflower starts to talk about Taipings and uprisings. When there is a drought, Lily's husband chooses to buy salt in faraway Guilin to sell. Tonko is hit by typhoid not long after he leaves. Lily locks herself and her 3 kids in her room and only comes out twice a day. After a few weeks, the workers who were sent away come back, and the disease gets better. But Lily's mother-in-law gets sick. As the oldest daughter-in-law, Lily takes care of her, but she dies anyway. Soon after, Lily's husband's father dies. When Lily's husband comes back with salt, they become the new master and Lady Lu. In the fall of that year, Lily goes to Jintian to see Snowflower. They hear fights on the 2nd day of her visit, which means the Taiping uprising has come. Butcher Snowflower won't let Lily wait for her husband to come get her, so the 2 of them start to march up the mountain to safety. For 36 hours, they march in the bitter cold and hear the screams of people who fall off the narrow mountain road. When they get to a safe place, Snowflower sees some friends from Jintan and sets up camp with the 3 families. Because he's willing to do hard things, the butcher becomes a hero. Snowflower gets pregnant again while the butcher keeps asking for bed business. She is mean, and Snowflower's mother-in-law tries to starve Snowflower's first-week son. But Lily makes it clear that she will not let that happen. Snowflower's second boy dies out of the blue one day. The butcher hits Snowflower so hard that she gives birth early because he is upset. For the next few weeks, he hits her every day. Lily walks after Snowflower as she walks to the edge of a cliff. Lily thinks Snowflower is going to jump, but she only says she's wanted to die for a while. She also tells Lily that she never got why Snowflower was so sad about her stillborn children. Each group is told to go back to its village the next day. When Lily's husband comes to get her, she calls him by name for the first time. Following the events in the mountains, Lily and Snowflower see each other often for a few months, but Snowflower never seems to fully heal. Lily starts to write Snowflower advice on how to be a better wife or how to have a son. During the festival in August, Snowflower was meant to meet Lily. However, Lotus, a woman from the mountains, shows up with the fan instead. The fan says Snowflower has found other women who love her, so Lily won't have to listen to her cry any longer. Lily is so hurt it's unbelievable. A few weeks later, Madame Wang comes to set up the Laotong match between Jade and Spring Moon, but Lily doesn't want to go. Lily and Snowflower both go to Tonko to see a girls' sitting and singing event. Singing a letter of vituperation, Snowflower tries to explain herself to Lily. Lily responds with her own letter of vituperation, in which she says Snowflower broke their Laotong connection. She tells everyone in the room everything bad about Snowflower. Snowflower tears up and goes. After that, Lily really becomes Lady Lu because the other women respect her for showing Snowflower's flaws. Lily tries to burn every Snowflower note, but she can't find the fan or a few other things. 8 years later, a girl who is begging comes to Lily's house. Lily knows her as Spring Moon, and she tells her that Snowflower is dying and needs Lily. Lotus, Plum Blossom, and Willow, 3 mountain women, are all around Snowflower when Lily gets there. Lily sees that Snowflower has a baby-sized growth on her stomach after she says she's sorry. Lily tries to help Snowflower by getting her doctors, spirit guides, and special foods, but things only get worse for her. She asks Lily to be an aunt to her 2 remaining children before she dies 2 weeks later. After Snowflower is buried, Lotus, Willow, and Plum Blossom tell Lily how badly she treated Snowflower. Lily knows she was very mean to Snowflower and promises to make things right through Snowflower's children. Spring Moon kills herself on the night of her wedding, but Lily sets up the wedding of her eldest grandson to Snowflower's granddaughter, Peony. Lily ties Peony's feet up and tells her stories about herself and Snowflower. Lily now knows that she was mean to Snowflower, like a bad husband is mean to his wife. She asks her to forgive her and everyone else who saw her life.
About the author. See was born in Paris in 1955 and raised in Los Angeles, California. Her grandmother, who she says is a character in all of her novels, and her great-grandfather, who was of Chinese descent, were people who had an impact on her while she was living at her father's house. In 1979, C got his BA from Loyola Marymount University. After she graduated, she worked as an independent writer and wrote for Vogue and other magazines. For 13 years, she was the West Coast correspondent for Publishers Weekly. She used this fame to help her get her first book released in 1995. It was called On Gold Mountain, The 100-Year Odyssey of My Chinese American Family. Since then, she's written 8 books. C has done more than just write books. He has also planned and organized museum displays, written the guidebook for a walking tour in Los Angeles' Chinatown, and is a city commissioner in Los Angeles. It was the Organization of Chinese Women who named her National Woman of the Year in 2001. The Chinese Historical Society of Southwestern California will give her the Golden Spike Award in 2017. Her husband and she live in Los Angeles.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.